Spam, 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 wonderful spam, a Monty Python origin story. Picture this, it's 1970. You're watching Monty Python's Flying Circus. Suddenly, Vikings in horned helmets are singing about canned meat. That's right, folks. The word spam, in all its internet-inflicting glory, finds its roots in a bizarrely hilarious Monty Python sketch. The sketch features a cafe with a menu entirely composed of spam. Every dish, spam. Every utterance from the Vikings, spam. It's absurd, it's catchy, and it's the origin story of a word that would come to define the internet's underbelly. The sketch satirized the ubiquity of spam in post-war Britain. Little did they know, they were also predicting the future of the internet, a future overflowing with unwanted, repetitive, and unavoidable content. Just like that greasy canned meat, digital spam would soon become impossible to avoid. From canned meat to digital detritus, the evolution of spam. The internet started with such promise, a digital utopia of knowledge and connection. But like a beautiful beach slowly overtaken by seaweed, spam crept in. It began innocently enough. Early internet users discovered they could use electronic mail to send messages to large groups. At first it was mostly announcements and discussions. Then someone had a brilliant idea. What if we used this newfangled email thing to sell stuff? And thus, spam was born. Unsolicited emails flooded inboxes, peddling everything from dubious weight loss schemes to get-rich-quick scams. The digital world, once a pristine landscape of potential, was quickly becoming littered with the digital equivalent of junk mail. This wasn't just about annoying emails anymore, it was a sign of things to come, a harbinger of the internet's dark evolution. Drowning in a sea of spam, the inescapable onslaught of unwanted content. Today, spam has infiltrated every corner of the internet. It's not just clogging our inboxes anymore, it's on our social media feeds, disguised as genuine content. It's in the comment sections, spewing hate and misinformation. We are bombarded with banner ads that scream for our attention. Pop-ups interrupt our browsing like digital mosquitoes buzzing in our ears. Pre-roll ads hold our desired content hostage, forcing us to watch 30 seconds of something we never asked for. It's easy to feel overwhelmed, even suffocated. We're drowning in a sea of spam, struggling to stay afloat amidst the digital debris. And the worst part, it's only getting worse. But it's not just about the sheer volume of unwanted content. It's about the insidious ways spam has seeped into the very fabric of the internet, distorting our perceptions and manipulating our behavior. Is this real life, or is this just fantasy, ads, and the illusion of choice? We like to think we're in control of our online experiences. We choose what to click on, what to read, what to believe, right? But what if I told you that much of what we see online is carefully curated to manipulate our choices? Ads are no longer just annoying distractions. They are sophisticated tools of persuasion, designed to exploit our deepest desires and insecurities. They promise us happiness, success, and fulfillment, all at the click of a button. But here's the catch, these promises are often empty. The products rarely live up to the hype. And the more we buy into these fabricated desires, the more we become cogs in a machine designed to keep us consuming. We are constantly bombarded with messages telling us what to buy, what to think, and who to be. It's enough to make you question your own reality. Is this real life, or is this just fantasy? The line is becoming increasingly blurred. Section 5, the dead internet. Theory, have we already lost the internet? Have you ever scrolled through your social media feed and felt like something was off? Like the posts were a little too polished, the comments a little too generic? You might be onto something. The dead internet theory proposes a chilling possibility. Much of the internet is no longer populated by real people but by sophisticated bots and AI-generated content. These bots mimic human behavior, creating the illusion of a vibrant online community. Proponents of this theory argue that the internet is overrun with fake accounts, automated content farms, and sophisticated algorithms designed to manipulate our perceptions. They point to the prevalence of fake news, astroturfing campaigns, and the increasing difficulty in discerning real from fake online. While the theory remains debated, it raises unsettling questions about the authenticity of our online experiences. Are we really connecting with real people, or are we just interacting with digital ghosts in the machine? Section 6. Likes, comments, subscribers. The currency of deception in the digital age. In the attention economy, engagement is king. Likes, comments, and subscribers have become the new currency of the internet, a metric of social status and online influence. But what happens when this engagement is manufactured? What happens when the likes are fake, the comments are bots, and the subscribers are nothing more than empty accounts? The pursuit of online validation has created a breeding ground for deception. Influencers and businesses alike are tempted to inflate their numbers, buying fake engagement to appear more popular and influential than they are. This creates a distorted reality where authenticity is sacrificed at the altar of online clout. It's a vicious cycle where deception breeds more deception, eroding trust and undermining the very fabric of online communities. Section 7. Reclaiming our digital lives. A call for authenticity in a sea of spam. It's easy to feel powerless in the face of such overwhelming digital manipulation. But we are not passive consumers of content. We have a choice. We can choose to be more discerning about the content we consume, the accounts we follow, and the information we trust. We can prioritize quality over quantity, seeking out authentic voices and meaningful connections. It's time to reclaim our digital lives from the clutches of spam and manipulation. Let's cultivate a healthier relationship with the internet, one that prioritizes genuine connection, critical thinking, and a healthy dose of skepticism. The internet can still be a powerful tool for good, but it's up to us to use it wisely and responsibly. Let's choose authenticity over artifice, connection over consumption, and truth over deception. Section 8. Navigating the digital wasteland. Tips for discerning real from fake. So how do we navigate this digital wasteland? How do we separate the wheat from the chaff, the real from the fake, the genuine from the manufactured? It's not always easy, but here are a few tips. Be skeptical. Don't believe everything you see online. Question the source, check the facts, and be wary of sensationalized headlines. Diversify your information diet. Don't rely on a single source for information. Seek out diverse perspectives and be open to challenging your own biases. Support quality journalism. Real journalism matters. Consider subscribing to reputable news organizations and supporting independent media outlets. Be mindful of your online engagement. Think before you like, comment, or share. Are you contributing to a meaningful conversation, or are you just adding to the noise? Take breaks from the digital world. It's important to disconnect from the digital world and reconnect with the real world. Go for a walk, read a book, or have a conversation with a real person. Remember, the internet is a tool. It can be used for good or for ill. The choice is ours. Section 9. The price of free. Our data as currency in the attention economy. We often hear that the internet is free, but let's be honest, folks, nothing in life is truly free. The price we pay for accessing this seemingly endless stream of information is our data. Every click, every like, every search query is meticulously tracked and analyzed. Our digital footprints are more revealing than we realize, painting a detailed portrait of our habits, preferences, and desires. This data is then used to target us with personalized ads, tailor our news feeds, and even influence our voting patterns. We are constantly being nudged, manipulated, and herded like digital sheep. It's time to start asking ourselves, is the convenience of free services worth the price of our privacy? Are we comfortable with our data being used to manipulate and exploit us? Section 10. A Glimmer of Hope, cultivating meaningful connections in a digital world. It's easy to get discouraged by the state of the internet, but amidst the spam, the manipulation, and the digital noise, there's still hope. There are still individuals, communities, and organizations using the internet for good. They're sharing stories, building connections, and fighting for a more just and equitable world. It's up to us to seek out these voices, to amplify their messages, and to create spaces where authenticity and genuine connection can thrive. We can choose to engage in thoughtful discussions, to share meaningful content, and to build online communities that reflect our values. The internet may be broken, but it's not beyond repair. Together we can rebuild it brick by digital brick. Section 11. From spam to dystopia, the future of the internet hangs in the balance. The internet stands at a crossroads. Will it continue down the path of spam, manipulation, and digital dystopia? Or will we chart a new course, one that prioritizes authenticity, connection, and the common good? The answer, my friends, is up to us. We are not passive bystanders in this digital revolution. We are the architects, the builders, the users who will ultimately determine the fate of the internet. Let's choose wisely. Let's build an internet that reflects the best of humanity, not the worst. Let's create a digital world where connection thrives, truth matters, and spam is relegated to the dustbin of internet history. The future of the internet hangs in the balance. Let's tip the scales towards hope, authenticity, and a brighter digital future.